a suspect at large in a shooting on Madison's east side.
Plus, why the FBI is now moving forward with an investigation after a fugitive was taken into custody near the Dells.
And while the weather should be nice for the moms this weekend, we're talking about some of the heat index next week.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on your Friday. I'm Leah Lynchine.
And I'm Josh Breiter. Chris Stanford will be back on Monday. Developing overnight, Madison police are still seeking answers after one man was rushed to the hospital following a shooting on Madison's east side.
The suspect's still on the loose this morning. It all started around 6:30 last night on Nakusa Trail near the Walmart off Highways 51 and 30. A police spokesperson on scene says the shooter walked up to a home and shot a man on a balcony several times. This is a look now at the scene. Police had the area taped off for hours yesterday. The spokesperson says multiple bullets also went into an apartment with 3 people and a baby inside. Luckily, all 4 were okay. We're told the suspect and the victim did know each other.
Obviously, that's very concerning because you have someone who's just firing shots from a parking lot. Who knows what could have happened if any of them would have been, near where the, rounds entered the apartment building.
We will continue to update you as more information becomes available. You were the first to know of the situation if you got that push alert on our Channel 3000 News app last night. That's where we'll be pushing out any breaking details today as we follow up.
In northwestern Wisconsin, the 14-year-old boy charged in connection with the murder and sexual assault of 10-year-old Lily Peters making a court appearance in Chippewa Falls. The boy, who is only being identified by his initials, was charged in adult court last week. In court yesterday, the judge ordered the criminal complaint be unsealed, but the search warrants will remain sealed. All parties will return to court on June 24th.
The FBI is taking over an investigation that played out in southern Wisconsin yesterday. The Lake Delton Police Department says it took a wanted fugitive into custody after a chase across multiple counties. State Patrol says it started in Dane County with stop sticks, eventually bringing it to an end in Sauk County near Lake Delton. We are still working to find out more details on this case.
Coming up on 6:02 on a Friday morning, meteorologist Chris Reese is here with your certified most accurate forecast.
Tracking some showers out there this morning, guys. Most of these have stayed to our south, and that's been really beneficial for a lot of us, and especially in terms of the mood. Just we've had so much rain as we've gone through the last week. Your area low pressure really far to the south. That's spinning over St. Louis right now. Meanwhile, we're seeing the northern fringe of some of those showers impact extreme southern Wisconsin, but even then, they're trying their best to move out of the picture for us as we go through your morning. That being said, temperatures are in the 40s, some spots, Boscobel namely, at 50 for us this morning. So we all will continue to warm up as we go through the day. That's the spider winds coming out of the north and east right now. We're going to see clouds too. 47 for us in Madison with a northerly wind, but we will make it into the 60s for those highs as we start to move into the afternoon. We're going to take a moment. We're planning out the day. Notice how that cloud cover sticks around early, but it starts to break up. This is 12:30. You've got more sun than cloud cover in the north and west at that point. Clouds are trying to break up in Madison around 12:30. So a little overcast as you work your way farther to the south and east. It's now 4:30 in the afternoon. It's the same type of deal. Those clouds are continuing to thin out. You're starting to see a little bit of sun shine through that cloud cover. That's when our temperatures are into the mid or low 60s as well. So middle 60s begin to show up farther to the west across parts of the driftless region by the time you get you towards 4:30 or so. We'll clear out overnight tonight. Look for your overnight lows falling down into the low 40s. Then tomorrow, underneath all that sun, temperatures are going to be warming up into the mid 60s for your Saturday. So if you're celebrating Mother's Day all weekend long, Saturday is going to be a good day. Get outside, plenty of sun. If you're taking Mother's Day pictures, plenty of sun as we start to move into Saturday afternoon. By Sunday, cloud cover starts to move into the mix. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, 53. Cloud cover continues to stream in. We're going to top out to the mid 60s for your Mother's Day, but most of the rain should hold off to the west, and we shouldn't see any rain until late in the day for Mother's Day. So dry overall, 66 is my forecast high as of now, and still you should be able to enjoy the day. Several dry hours, and it will be comfortable as you are outside, because next week that begins to change. We lose some of our comfort, especially as we start to move towards Monday into Tuesday. These dew points start to increase into the mid 60s, and by Tuesday, Dew points are going to be in the 70s as we begin to move into the afternoon. This is beyond bad hair day. This is uncomfortable, and it's starting to feel tropical at that point with some of the dew points that I am expecting as we move into early next week. You factor in that humidity. With where I'm expecting high temperatures, it'll feel like the mid-90s for parts of your Tuesday afternoon. So some heat is coming our way. We are springing from winter right into summer at this point. So your spring is now. Enjoy that while we're there. 86 on Tuesday. Notice I've added the word humid to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. All of these days in the 80s, you're going to feel quite warm. Your best shower chance happens towards the end of next week.
This is such a different forecast, I tell you what.
We asked for it.
Do we even know what nice weather is at this point?
No. We do not know what nice, I guarantee you, it'll be me, by the way, but I guarantee you someone on Tuesday is going to be like, it's too hot, and that will 100% be me, but we'll be here.
The most Midwestern thing ever, yeah. All right, Chris Reese, thank you.
My pleasure.
6:05 right now. More local news this morning. There's only one more finalist to speak this week in hopes of becoming the next chancellor at UW-Madison. Last night, it was current professor and former Notre Dame provost Marie-Lynn Miranda answering questions on stage.
We should keep in our minds all the time that we have a dual goal. We want our students, when they leave here, to lead meaningful lives, and we also want them to be able to compete globally.
4 of the 5 candidates have now attended their public forum. John Carl Schultz will be the last finalist to take questions tonight. He's the only one of these 5 who's currently employed by the UW as provost and professor of economic policy.
Up in La Crosse, a group of UW La Crosse students and soon-to-be teachers is stuck, not able to complete their degrees. Because of high demand and a lack of space, education students in the Broadfield Social Studies program weren't able to find student teaching placements in local schools. They're calling on campus leaders to make changes to the program. Besides these issues, university officials say challenges schools faced during the pandemic have put a lot of stress on the program.
A lot of people got an email literally the night before classes started this semester, so it didn't really give us an opportunity to even explore the idea of transferring.
UWL has about 100 students enrolled in its social studies program.
The Milwaukee Bucks will be returning home tomorrow for Game 3 against the Boston Celtics. Since 2018, the Bucks have only lost 3 games at Pfizer Forum in the playoffs. They look to bounce back after getting blown out in Game 2, 109-86. 3 days between playoffs is not normal, giving the Celtics an advantage while they deal with some injuries. Coach Mike Budenholzer says it's just a little bit long.
Yeah, it's probably a touch too much, touch too long. In a perfect world, we'd probably be playing tomorrow, win or lose. But, you know, you get a little bit of extra time, you know, one, to just take a day off, sometimes a mental break. The players get away from it, and those are always healthy. And, you know, have a good practice today. Those are rare, and those are healthy.
The Bucks and Celtics are set to tip off in Milwaukee at 2:30 tomorrow.
Good news for downtown Madison and fitness fanatics. The CrossFit Games will be sticking around Madison at least through the 2023 season. During a press call yesterday, CrossFit's general manager confirmed the news. The 2022 Games are also in Madison. They'll be held in August at the Alliant Energy Center. The Games have been held here since 2017. Now, the GM says the organization has been really pleased with the city, saying it's been a terrific fan experience. Adding, quote, "It gives us a great canvas to program over with the amount of different features that are either within a short walk or a close drive in Madison."
To the Pack now, where every yard that running back Aaron Jones earned last season will help a child in Wisconsin get a new pair of shoes. It's called the Yards for Shoes campaign, where Jones is pledging to donate 1 pair of Adidas shoes for every rushing yard. He'll begin distributing 841 pairs of shoes next week, starting May 10th. Jones gained 799 yards on the ground for the Packers during the 2021 season. Packers fans, get this, funded an additional 42 pairs of shoes to be donated through that effort. The shoes will be passed out to kids at Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the Fox Valley, Washington County, and Kenosha.
6:08 now. Coming up, a new policy for our own newsroom as we take a look at how people are impacted more by the information age. Stay with us.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Are you tired of looking tired? Has your everyday bag become the bags you have under your eyes? Are you constantly spending money on products that promise but don't live up to the hype? Stop the madness. Stop throwing your money away and start looking and feeling your best with Plexiderm.
So I've had under eye bags for a very, very long time, since I was probably in my teens, and it sucks a lot. I have spent so much money on tons of eye creams, eye gels. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm, and I'm not joking, it works.
Plexiderm isn't just for under eye bags. It will also instantly reduce the appearance of fine lines, crow's feet, wrinkles, and even the 11 lines between your eyes. The way to use Plexiderm is make sure you have a clean, dry face and apply a small amount because it's so concentrated. Wait for just a few minutes, then your bags and wrinkles will visibly disappear.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
My problem areas just make me look a heck of a lot older than I feel. I feel good about the product, feel younger, and I really see the difference when I don't use it.
I'm turning 61, and after 15 minutes of applying this, there's no 11, and I look natural. It's not too tight, and it's great. I like it.
Stop throwing your money away on creams, lotions, and potions that don't work. See the Plexiderm difference for yourself this Mother's Day with our $14.95 trial offer. Send your under-eye bags packing after just one application. Try it today at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Claritin provides non-drowsy symptom relief from over 200 indoor and outdoor allergens day after day. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year with Claritin Clear.
We're not just massage envy. We're also facials that get your skin glowing envy. We're talking, dang girl, you look good kind of envy.
All right, tell me your secret and lunch is on me.
This Mother's Day, buy one 60-minute facial session and get a second session free. Massage Envy Facials, where better begins.
Are you worried about getting in and out of your bathtub to shower? Don't step over, step through with Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Let us custom fit your tub to be a walk-in shower without any remodeling. Our bathtub conversions take a few hours to complete. Call before you fall. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back at 6:12. For some people, Google means you never get redemption. For his entire adult life, Zach Wisniewski's name has been linked to a criminal accusation that never led to charges.
Now newsrooms are reckoning with their roles in the information age. Naomi Coles takes us behind the scenes of how we're reevaluating our own responsibility to the public.
So we start with team building.
Today, Zachary Wisniewski is a teacher.
We do a lot of mindfulness stuff.
In 2017, he was a teenager with a drug addiction.
Unfortunately, it actually started in the boarding school. They sexually assaulted me. They tortured children.
What he never was a pimp.
That's a little bit about nutrition.
But today, while he's here at the Just Dane organization in Madison,
a lot of schoolwork that comes with it,
teaching others how to get their lives on track, that's how the internet remembers him. And by internet, I mean news articles, including our own, all tracing back to this Stoughton police press release. It named 3 people, including Zach, in a drug and prostitution investigation. Zach himself wasn't accused of prostitution and says he never did it, but using his name meant he was connected. Plus, prostitution charges never materialized for anyone named, only low-level drug crimes. For Zach, that was selling $5 Xanax pills to feed his own addiction.
It was always Xanax. That was the hardest drug I ever went from. I started with weed.
For a little while after serving a 9-month jail sentence for the drugs, with the articles up connecting him to other uncharged crimes, he almost gave up.
I had all these people like, well, you're a kingpin, you're a pimp, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, dang, maybe I am, you know? Like, I guess maybe I am, because that's what everyone else says I am. And so it was hard. It was really hard. Like, it was almost like identity crisis for a while.
I asked the detective about the case. He believes prostitution was happening at the apartment, but the DA chose not to charge it. Today, there is no charge or conviction for the others who have since passed away.
It should be innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent.
For Zach, despite no charge or accusation, when you Google his name today, that's how the internet remembers him.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Once somebody's name is out there, especially in the age of the internet, you can't put it back in.
That's Lane Kimball, my boss. He's talking about a policy we've implemented within the past year. With a few exceptions for public officials or public safety concerns, we no longer name suspects before they've been formally charged with the crime.
The policy essentially is really forcing yourself to take a paradigm shift and say, instead of approaching a story going, why shouldn't we identify this person who is accused by police or by people of some sort of crime, and basically just doing a 180 and saying, why should we identify this?
Under this policy, Zach and the others would not have been named back in 2017. That's why we removed the article at his request. But this issue is far larger than this one clear-cut case. How does the media's responsibility of informing the public evolve in a world of Google, where people whose lives have moved on can never move on from old mistakes?
There's a lot of gray area. There's no doubt about that. We can definitely improve on it, but I think we're making concerted steps. But boy, we and pretty much any newsroom has a long ways to go.
We have trust building to do in news.
Kathleen Culver directs the University of Wisconsin's Center for Journalism Ethics. Across the country, particularly in the wake of George Floyd's murder, she says newsrooms are reevaluating how people are named and when old articles get taken down. A few major newspapers, like the Boston Globe and Salt Lake Tribune, now have processes in place where people can request old articles be evaluated for removal.
Not just dealing with where we're headed from here, but how perhaps we right past wrongs.
It was a big battle trying to get people to understand that that's not who I am, that's not me. Here we talk about weight.
Thanks to the second chances the Just Staying organization offered, Zach left that life behind, yet it still dogs him. He's honest about his drug past, and people generally don't mind it until they Google him and see the connection to prostitution.
Like, housing is still the hardest thing for me.
During COVID, a potential new roommate was fine with the drug history, but then
he then looks me up on Google, sees the articles, and then the next day was like, here, I need you to give your money back. I need you to leave. Like, I can't have you living here.
Zach's come to peace with a lot of this. People who know him know better. And now he's taking back his story here on the news where it began.
I did stuff wrong, but I think everything leads to a good place, and everything happens for a reason. And if I hadn't done those things, I wouldn't have ended up here, and I wouldn't have been able to change other people's lives.
That was our Naomi Coles reporting. This Sunday on For the Record, a longer conversation with Kathleen Culver about how some newsrooms are evolving their policies to meet the moment. And if you, like Zach, have a good reason to believe an old article naming you should be taken down, head online to channel3000.com. We've outlined the circumstances where we'll consider taking an article down. You can see if your request would fit the bill.
6:17 right now. Chris Reese looking ahead to the big Mother's Day weekend. And boy, Mother Nature, she's bringing her out her best this weekend.
Absolutely. Mother Nature, after all. But yeah, you can't harp on this one enough. The Mother's Day forecast as we move into the weekend. Your whole weekend's going to be great. We get to Sunday, it's going to be mainly dry with increased cloud cover. Temperatures are going to be topping out into the mid-60s, but sunshine is expected for Saturday. I know a lot of you use the entire weekend. Here's your Saturday outlook. Right here, it's sun all across our part of the state. Temperatures will likely be into the mid and upper 60s on Saturday as well. Here's some cloud cover trying to stream in on Sunday. The rain stays across parts of Iowa and Minnesota. We generally stay dry across Wisconsin. There's a small chance of a shower late. That's why I say mainly dry. Otherwise, dry is what we're going to be. Warmth starts to build from the south as we move into next week as well, and that sets the stage for some pretty warm temperatures. Your storms are going to be between the colder air and the warmer air, but most of your storm tracks will be to our north and west next week as well. Minnesota, the Dakotas, that's where your rain is going to be. We'll see some chances of a stray shower or two next week, but the better odds will be farther to our north, and that warmth sticks with us through much of the week. Our normal high, 64. We're talking being into the mid-80s for parts of next week as well. At the same time, dew points are going to be climbing into the 70s. These are dew points that really start to get uncomfortable. Dew points start to feel a little bit tropical. I call it the air you can wear. You factor that in with some of those temperatures I'm talking about, and that is when your heat index can make it into the 90s. So we are jumping right into summer at this point. Traffic continues to jump into the weekend with no issues that we are seeing across Dane or Rock counties this morning. All of southern Wisconsin staying smooth.
The air you can wear. Boy, have I missed that saying.
I cannot believe I brought that back already. So with that being said, mark the date, May 6th. Summer has begun.
Okay. Official here on News 3 Now this morning. You heard it here first, folks. Boy.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
It is Friday.
I'm tired, can you tell? 6:19, the TSA will be hosting another hiring event today with the hopes of filling some job vacancies. Yesterday, representatives were on hand at the Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. The TSA is offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for new hires who start by June 4th. Job candidates are asked to have 2 forms of state or federal ID.
It's a great time to become a federal employee. It's not always going to be this way. If you can remember years back, it's always been, a little difficult getting a federal job, and this is a great opportunity.
Today's hours will again be from 9 to 3, and they have information about full and part-time jobs. Applicants can also complete multiple steps of that hiring process right there at the event.
All right, it is 6:20. Up next, your trending story of the morning, lightning striking an unusual location.
Yeah, in our next half hour, the new initiative to address a rise in polarization.
Sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning, installing train equipment and servicing all brands.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Save up to $1,100 on Serta Perfect Sleeper. Save up to $500 on a Purple mattress. Get $300 in free furniture on Tempur-Pedic, plus special financing and guaranteed 5-day delivery on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Refresh your space now and save up to $1,000 plus get special financing up to 36 months. We think you'll love our durable, easy care floors that look beautiful too. On sale now at H&R Carpets and Flooring in Wanakee.
Incoming! You don't have to love laundry to love Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean. It removes microscopic stains and dirt for a deep, hygienic clean.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? Meet me at Vet Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Oak Shot Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells for an all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, The Mascot Theory, and Beth Killyman. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for more details.
This is how we do it.
At Pick and Save, we believe it takes the right team to bring you fresh produce. That's why we partner with farmers who grow only the best. And that level of teamwork means better, fresher options time and time again. Because working together is truly what it takes to be fresh for everyone.
To all my neighbors, you got much flavor.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The lowest prices of the season sale is happening now at Ashley. Up to 64% off hot new looks. Plus get an additional 10% off at checkout. Doorbuster savings throughout the store. And pay no interest for 36 months. Only at Ashley.
Welcome back, 6:23 on a Friday morning. Linda bringing a little bit of everything of what the three of us on the couch right here like. Leah, you love the farm.
Yep.
I guess I love the sunrise. Chris Reese, what do you love?
Likes the field.
I kind of left it nothing there. I was like, wait.
The clouds are beautiful. Clouds are always beautiful. Also, way to say her name with power there, Josh. Linda. I was like, okay, yeah.
She deserves that. She tweeted us this photo yesterday. We so appreciate it, Linda, because we were getting a little low. You guys, you can use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to send us your morning, and we love them. They truly are our bright spots in the morning, so please keep them coming.
I think the problem is we just haven't had a lot of really nice photo days, you know? So
it's been super gray lately.
We'll get some summery ones coming.
Hot tip. Just take a picture of your cow. Doesn't matter if there's a sunrise in it. You know I'll put it on there.
Now, isn't that shocking for Leah to say?
Linda, thank you.
Utterly fantastic.
6:24 now. Trending out in Oklahoma. A bizarre lightning strike call came into the local fire station after it destroyed a toilet.
Yeah, forget parking it on the porcelain. Take a look at this. The fire crew says the lightning strike came through the vent in the roof and struck the toilet, clearly shattering it. Can you imagine? The apartment is vacant, luckily, but the landlord says it was actually supposed to be rented out yesterday.
That is unbelievable. It is completely torched.
I'm never going to look at a toilet the same way.
Really kind of a crappy situation here, you know?
Oh, boy.
Somebody had to say it.
What a punny morning. You guys are feeling it.
So in all seriousness, you know, we talk about going to that interior room of a house. Like, how likely is something like this to happen, Chris?
This is so unlikely. I mean, that's why this is such big news.
Yeah.
Because it's like, really, and in the weather community, we've talked about this a lot, where this is often the safe space, your bathroom, an interior bathroom at that. But even still, you know, this is still your safe space, because if someone were in this room, as long as they were not parked on the porcelain, they would have been fine.
So
they would
do
have been
not
completely
sit
fine.
on the toilet if you are.
Safe space, still the bathroom. For some of you, if you don't have a basement, don't park on the porcelain.
Bathtub, maybe? That's what we're all leaning
Bathtub is always
toward?
the best place to be anyway.
That's my safe space. All right. Chris
We're
Reese.
looking at the bus stop forecast really quickly as you head out the door. Generally, it's clouds again today. I expect us to see some rays of sun. Those temperatures are going to be topping out into the 60s. A little bit later on, that rain just staying to our south.
6:26 on a Friday morning, folks. Live look outside. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver when you spend $60. Get one 30-cent fuel saver this Friday and Saturday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Menards has everything to grow the perfect lawn. Don't wait, it's all 11% off. No matter the conditions of your yard, we have the right grass seed for you. Grab a 3-pound bag of Schultz Sun and Shade, hardy, shady, or high-traffic grass seed for $8.99 after 11% rebate. Keep your lawn green and evenly watered with a brand new sprinkler system. Visit our plumbing department for Rainbird sprinkler heads and components. All 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Sarah Godlewski. I'm at the Supreme Court where it looks like Ron Johnson is going to get exactly what he wants. Overturning Roe v. Wade, reinstating Wisconsin's cruel abortion ban, and putting doctors in jail. But that's not what Wisconsinites want. We don't want politicians making healthcare choices for women. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I approve this message because as your senator, I will never sit by and allow our rights to be stripped away. Join me. Let's fight back and defeat Ron Johnson.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-300-8042. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-300-8042.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Save more at Hy-Vee. Frito-Lay party-size snacks, 3 for only $10. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Pepsi products. Choice Reserve Filet Mignon, only $6.99. And Farmland Bacon, only $4.98. Only at Hy-Vee.
Right now, 2 more flocks found with the avian flu in Wisconsin, where they're located and the total now across the state.
Plus, the medians across Madison could be changing soon. How that could save the city some money in the long run.
And we are gearing up for Mother's Day weekend, wrapping up this rain, but gearing up for heat as well.
Good Friday morning, folks. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. It is May 6th. I'm Josh Brighter.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. Chris Stanford will be back on Monday. To our top story this morning, we're hoping for more information from the Iowa County Sheriff's Office after an incident left a segment of Highway 80 closed for hours overnight.
Police say it has to do with finding a person dead inside a car. According to a press release, the Iowa County Sheriff's Office was called for assistance in the village of Cobb just before 7 o'clock last night. When they arrived, the offending party wasn't there, but they later located the suspect car. The release says they conducted a traffic stop on Highway 80, but officers found the person inside dead from an apparent gunshot wound. They did not specify if the car was already stopped or if they had heard a gunshot. The Iowa County Sheriff says no officers fired their weapons during that call.
The Department of Agriculture says the avian bird flu was found in 2 more backyard flocks in 2 different counties in Wisconsin. That brings the total number of counties with infections up to 11. The newest cases were found in Sauk and Pierce counties. It's been 2 months since the first case since 2015 was found at a poultry farm in Jefferson County.
Looking ahead this morning, the U.S. Senate says it will vote on legislation that would codify abortion rights into federal law. The procedure vote scheduled for Wednesday will mostly be symbolic, again showing the limits of the Democratic majority in the 50-50 Senate. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says it is important for members of both parties to go on record about where they stand.
It's been a week of conversations usually considered taboo. Politics, race, religion are many topics that folks stay away from in polite conversation, but students at UW are signing up to take them on. Called It's Just Coffee, the initiative was launched by UW sophomore Yona Davis to address a rise in polarization. 4 pop-up cafes took place throughout the year. The intention is to bring people together for low-stakes conversations about tough topics.
Deliberately going out and seeking out different opinions like this, I think, is like another step on my journey to getting to know like a broader range of ideas and people. So yeah.
Meanwhile, protests continuing outside the state capitol. State Democrats hosting a rally calling out their Republican co-workers for their, quote, attacks on abortion, saying they have waged a full-scale assault against reproductive health care.
We will not allow our state to go back to a place where abortion was a crime, where it was unsafe and unavailable. We know the current restrictions on abortion fall hardest on people who already have barriers accessing health care.
In response, the chairwoman of the Republican National Committee says, quote, Democrats are showing once again how extreme they really are on abortion, pushing taxpayer-funded, on-demand, and unlimited abortion up until the moment of birth and after. Their position on abortion is radical, cruel, and anti-science.
The city of Madison is proposing converting dozens of planted medians on city streets to concrete or grass due to budgetary restrictions.
Don't worry, we're not touching the medians that are in your neighborhood that your neighbors or perhaps you might be planting and taking care of via the Adopt a Median program.
Planters that would be removed are in medians in high traffic areas that are maintained by contract and aren't suitable for volunteers to manage. 25 plant beds would be converted to concrete. 60 would be turned to grass or turf.
Happening tomorrow in Madison, the Madison Makers Spring Market and Pub Crawl. Between 12 and 5, you can shop from more than 120 makers, all with a drink in your hand on the Near East Side. There are 6 participating pubs to crawl to that are spread out between Blount and East Wash, all all the way towards Dickinson Street and Northern Court.
6:33 now. Chris Reese here with your certified most accurate forecast. Starting out warmer on our Friday.
Yes, we are. Warmer than we have been anyway. Temperatures are into the 40s. Some spots even at 50. Boscoville, I am talking to you this morning. Some of us are into the 30s too, but most of us are into the mid and upper 40s this morning. Madison, it is 47. Cloudy skies and winds out of the north at 6 miles per hour. That does create a small wind chill for us. A couple degrees cooler than the actual air temperature, but it's going to feel good going throughout today. We're from the 40s this morning into the low 60s for those highs later on this afternoon. Here's some good news. I've been talking about rain all week. We are drying out for today anyway. So your highways in great shape this morning. We will stay in great shape even into the afternoon. So I'm giving you the all clear for the commute forecast today, and tomorrow's going to be even better than the weather that we see out there today. Plus it's a Saturday anyway. Here's what I'm tracking. This is the rain that we've been seeing. Most of this has stayed to our south over the past couple of days, but some parts of Wisconsin got in on just a little bit of some rain. That was far southeastern Wisconsin, but even Walworth and Lake Geneva now starting to dry out at this point. South Beloit had some rain. That's not the case anymore. And you follow the Rock River and the rain just continues to move farther and farther to the south at this point. We plan out today. Look for temperatures into the upper 50s by lunch. Those showers, again, right around Racine and Kenosha counties could see a little bit, or that's where they could stay. But for us, we're going to continue to dry out with temperatures warming up towards the low 60s for your highs. We cool down into the 40s overnight. It is mid and upper 60s for Saturday, and that's going to come complete with sunshine to top that all off. Mother's Day, we'll see some cloud cover starting to increase. The rain holds back to the west. We're still going to be warm, but we will be a little bit more gray as we start to move towards your Mother's Day. I'm going to show this all morning long. Your official Mother's Day forecast, 66, mainly dry. Give your mom some love as we move throughout the whole weekend. Really, you should be giving your mom some love every day. That's just my take. But this weekend, as we really celebrate that, the weather's going to cooperate. Then we steam up next week. Humid Tuesday through Thursday.
Humid.
Humid. And it's going to feel like the 90s, too.
From wind chill to heat index, all within 1 week.
Yes, we really went there.
We love to hear it. All right, Chris Reese, thank you. 138 people overdosed on drugs and died in Dane County in 2020, the most ever. Public health considering every single one of those preventable.
The overdose epidemic in this country is more than just a law enforcement, a treatment, or a healthcare issue to fix. To stop deaths in our community, we need multiple agencies and multiple partners to collaborate and cooperate to make change across all systems for people who use drugs and all the systems they interact with.
138 deaths is an increase of 11% between 2019 and 2020. That's more than 4 times how often people died in car crashes. Public health isn't just throwing out this data for effect. It's also proposing we do something about it. They're recommending we decriminalize addiction, provide easier access to health care, and make sure first responders carry overdose prevention kits that include Narcan and fentanyl test strips. 6:37 is your time on a Friday morning live look outside. Dry so far as we're taking a look at that big Mother's Day weekend forecast. Chris Reese is going to have a little bit of a closer look at what mom can expect this weekend.
And a local coach with Ukrainian roots inspiring us in this morning's Coach of the Week.
Starion Bank, we think having choices is important, so you can choose the products that are right for your life. What are you waiting for? Explore the possibilities today at starionbank.com.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain homeownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
We got to see this selection for ourselves.
Tile, wood, stone, laminate, and vinyl?
This hardwood is beautiful.
This vinyl is durable.
And this tile? So affordable.
But when it comes to everything our family needs, this one is perfect.
Now this store is the real deal.
At Floor & Decor, there's plenty of room to explore. Because with everyday low pricing on quality in-stock products and on-trend styles, you can really bring your living room to life. Discover Floor & Decor today.
The best of Broadway returns to Madison. 6.
Hadestown, Pretty Woman, Chicago, Tootsie, Jesus Christ Superstar, and the return of Disney's The Lion King. An unforgettable season to look forward to. Find your seats at overture.org. Broadway at Overture's 22-23 season.
This ain't about the donor class with their name on trucks, nor the establishment. Man, they failed us for decades. This is about the ones who work for a living, just worry about safe streets and buying groceries. Warrior conservatives. This is about Kevin Nicholson, one of us. The Marine who never forgot how to fight. It's in his gut. Conservatives, rise up. We have a leader.
Today's the day to go farther with a partner that provides you innovative solutions for your own personal financial future. Explore the possibilities today at starinbank.com.
Just a third of Wisconsin's child abuse and neglect reports get investigated by CPS.
Any child that dies from violence is unnecessary.
Naomi Coles tells you why the state says it's more complex than meets the eye. News 3 Now investigates Sunday at 10.
News 3 Now is taking action to find and deliver the news stories that matter where you live.
Taking action to uncover the truth, getting answers, and finding solutions that can make an impact in your life and our community where we all live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. We're looking ahead this morning to a Boys and Girls Club event giving back to the community. It's the annual Hearts for Helping Paint the Town, coming to town Friday, May 20th. And here to talk more about the fundraiser and the programs it will benefit is Shona Middledorf with the Boys and Girls Club. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for waking up nice and early for us.
Of course.
Let's talk about the event itself, Hearts for Helping. It's really unique and fun.
Oh, it's such a fun event. I'm so excited that it's coming back this year. It's really just a fun, entertainment-filled event. The casino theme this year, so there's going to be a bunch of casino games. It's really a celebration with our supporters, all about our kids and the programs that we offer. There's going to be live music, great food, just a lot of fun all around.
Yeah, certainly no ordinary event there. But the money raised here will go back to support different programs within the Boys and Girls Club that is really to help kids find their next step in life. Tell us about those programs.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I work with the education department, so I focus on those school-based programs. We have team members and colleagues at schools and college campuses across Dane County. And for example, the Avitops partnership, I really want to call out. This is our partnership with the Madison Metropolitan School District, working with high schoolers and middle schoolers. We work with over 800 students, helping them, get college ready and career ready. And all of that culminates in College Decision Day, which is coming up just a week after that Hearts for Helping event. And College Decision Day really, celebrates our students as they embark on that next journey. They're enrolling in college, they're deciding what to do next. It's really a fun event as well. And with that, we're going to have a book stipend that I really want to call out. So helping our students with that college affordability piece, helping them get those textbooks for their fall semester, just getting them a jump start. So that's one way that folks can support Boys and Girls Clubs and our students and our programs this year.
All these different programs, again, supported by this fundraiser. Folks can buy tickets, a table. You can also donate and not even go to the event should the tickets be sold out.
Exactly.
Where can they
There's
go?
actually a silent auction that you can participate in as well, whether you go to the event or not. Just go to bgcdc.org. That's Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County.org. There's a donate now button in the top right corner, and that's how you can help.
Here's the information one more time for the event. Hearts for Helping. It's Friday, May 20th. It runs from 5:30 until 11 at the Madison Concourse Hotel. I'll be there. We would love to see you. And if you can't make it, please consider making a donation at that website. We also have that up on channel3000.com. Shona, thanks so much for waking up early.
Thank you so much.
In more news this morning, in 2009, Nazar Kolcheski moved from Ukraine to the United States and brought the love of wrestling with him. At UW Oshkosh, he won 3 straight Division III national championships. Now Nazar is teaching the sport to a younger generation. Here's our sports director, Zach Hanley.
In June of 2020, Nazar Kolcheski opened his own training center.
We grew very fast,
and kids loved it, loved the way I coach. You know, I love the way they train and work hard.
And instantly, it was a hit.
And then we going. That makes sense?
He's really funny, and he's really kind, and he really wants us to do well.
How do you get so flexible, Gwendolyn?
Just raising champions on the mat and in life.
But the war in Ukraine opened his eyes to matters.
Move those hands, move those feet.
Much bigger than the ones on the mat.
And jogging. It's just tough. You know, I never wanted to even imagine that happening, but a lot of my family and cousins and friends are in front line fighting for their freedom.
To help his family and country, Nazar and the club put on a fundraiser, with 100% of the proceeds going to the Ukrainian army.
Use those legs. Good.
But two of his wrestlers,
all right, 20 push-ups,
wanted to do more.
I wanted to support Ukraine because I knew Nazar was going through a hard time, and I just wanted to help him.
So after winning titles at the state youth tournament, Gage and Gwen ran around the mat with a Ukrainian flag.
I can never forget that moment.
And then they shared a moment with their coach.
He just gave me a big hug and say, and you know, he just said, I did it for you, coach, and for your country, and I cannot be more proud.
One that Gage, Gwen, and Nazar will never forget.
I saw a little bit of water in his eyes, and I think he was crying a little bit.
He kind of squeezed me as hard as he could, and it kind of hurt when he did it, but he's amazing.
Good job, Grace. Instead of celebrating, they actually want to spread the word and pretty much saying that Ukrainians need help, you know, because there's a war out there while they're fighting for their freedom, and for them to realize and do that, as the coach, you know, it just made me very proud.
Of the fact that his athletes' eyes are now open to what Nazar has preached all along.
We always want to help the kids reach their goals and dreams on the mat, but most importantly, we want to
good job.
Want to help them to be champions in life. Hey, good work.
Zach Hanley reporting for us. All right, over to Chris Reese now with your first warn weather, your certified most accurate. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good morning. We're looking at that extended forecast as we start to break down what to expect into the week ahead. We're in the 60s right now. Temperatures are going to be into the low 60s for your highs today, upper 60s Saturday and Sunday. But watch how we really start to heat things up. Moving into parts of next week, it's going to be upper 70s on Monday, 80s move into the picture on Tuesday. But that picture on Tuesday is going to be joined with something called humidity. And I'm going to take a moment to show you all some of the dew points that are going to be moving into the picture by Tuesday. Check this out. Dew points are on the increase. And by Tuesday afternoon, we could be talking dew points that make it all the way into the mid-70s. So a lot of warmth getting ready to come our way. Even Wednesday, a lot of those dew points are going to be into the 70s as well. So get ready for some heat. Getting ready to come into the state of Wisconsin. Mother's Day, that's going to be nice for us. I'm showing this one all morning long. As I said, that's where we'll see our temperatures into the mid-60s. Still a little bit comfortable as you move into your Mother's Day. And if you're celebrating all weekend long, we get some sunshine in here on Saturday too. That's where temperatures again will be right around 65 to 67. Anyone traveling up towards the Twin Cities this weekend, you might encounter some Mother's Day rain. That could be as far south as parts of central and northern Iowa as well. So we are looking at some rain moving in, but that holds off until late in the day. And most of our rain chances are really going to be staying farther to our north and west. Here comes the heat though, building that chilly air to the north and west, the warm air to the south. It gets stormy between the two, and that stormy setup is generally staying to our north, gradually moving our direction, but it will lead to some of those rain chances late next week.
Yeah, put that chilly air where it belongs. Canada, eh?
I was going to say Canada, Alaska, the North Pole. Yeah, yes. We are getting ready to be really influenced by the Gulf of Mexico in the days ahead.
Bring on the heat. Chris Reese, thank you. Baby girl the dog was left abandoned, tied to a fire hydrant early this week. A book bag full of food and toys was left beside the dog, along with a note from her owners. It said they simply couldn't care for her anymore. Now the Wisconsin Humane Society is sending out a message to her previous owner with an update on how she's doing.
You may have seen this recent photo of a dog tied to a fire hydrant in Green Bay, and we understand it evokes a strong emotional response. She's currently in our care, serving her mandatory stray hold, and is doing great. As her story gains attention locally and beyond, we wanted to take a moment to address Baby Girl's previous owner directly. First and foremost, we are so sorry you had to part with your best friend. It's evident just how much you loved her, and we can see you did your best while struggling with your own medical complications and challenges of life. We see your love in the bag you carefully packed with all of her favorite things. We see your love in the way you secured her leash so she wouldn't get hit by a car. We see your love in the way that you placed her in the middle of a neighborhood where she'd be quickly found. We see your love in how happy and healthy baby girl looks. And we see your love in the note you left, pleading for someone to help her when you no longer could. While we'll never let fees be a barrier and we welcome anonymous surrenders, we see that you did what you thought was best for your beloved pup, and we are grateful for your compassion. Rest assured that she's safe, she's getting tons of attention from our team, and she's on track to find her next loving family very soon. We wish you all the best and hope that if you see this, you can rest a little easier knowing your baby girl has a bright future ahead. Good girl.
The Humane Society says there have been questions about adopting baby girl, but she still needs to complete a mandatory stray hold. They have not said when that will be.
Doesn't that just bring tears to your eyes?
Yeah, tearing at the heartstrings this morning.
We need a little Sarah McLachlan in the background.
Yes.
My goodness. Okay, 6:49 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, an opportunity in town to pick up any last-minute Mother's Day gifts tonight.
But first, it is May 6th, and we have some very special birthdays to talk about this morning. We want to say happy birthday to twins Ellie and Avery. My friend Cammy's setting that picture in. She's one of the folks I work out with at Burn Boot Camp in Middleton. We also want to say happy birthday to Faith today. Remember to send in your child's pics for a chance to be featured here on News 3 Now this morning.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new custom sofas and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
For the plunge you never thought they'd take. For the day you never thought would come. For all the years that have come and gone.
For all those special moments that make life worth living. Diamond Select, downtown Stoughton.
My dad risked everything to start a little construction company. He was the welder, and my mom drove the dump truck. Nothing fancy about that, but it was theirs. I'm Tim Michaels, and I'm proud to follow in his footsteps, growing the business from a few hundred employees to today, over 8,000. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who knows how to get things done, create jobs, and how to lead. And that's exactly what I'll do as governor.
Tim Michaels for governor.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit. Don't wait a moment longer to reveal the new you.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
The Bruce Company, your outdoor living experts.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
A change-up at the White House podium coming next week. Karine Jean-Pierre will officially become the new White House press secretary on May 13th. Jen Psaki will be stepping down from the role to join MSNBC. Jean-Pierre is making history as the first black and LGBTQ person to ever hold the position.
The man accused of shooting and killing his co-worker at a Janesville business appeared in court yesterday. It happened via Zoom from the Rock County Jail. He requested a preliminary hearing in person, which is scheduled for June. The shooter is charged with intentional homicide and recklessly endangering safety.
Happening today, the Bodega making its return to Breese-Stevens Field. Admission is free. Gates open at 5 tonight. The event goes until 9. There will be more than 60 vendors and plenty of goods to choose from. This is the first of 3 markets at Breese-Stevens. If you can't make it tonight, a second one set for June 3rd, the third on July 22nd.
The Brewers able to sweep the Reds this week. Milwaukee hitting 6 home runs last night. Willie Adames mashed 2. The Crew doubling up the Reds 10-5. And if you're keeping track at home, that is 20 homers in their 6-game homestand.
At the Capitol, a ceremony and rally for a National Day of Awareness for missing and murdered Indigenous women yesterday. In 2016, there were more than 5,000 reports of missing American Indian women. Only 116 were found in a federal database.
The FDA announcing some strict limits on Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, deciding the benefits still outweigh the risks for some people. In a statement, the FDA says it is limiting the emergency use authorization of the vaccine to adults for whom other vaccines aren't appropriate or accessible. The FDA says the move is due to the risk of an extremely rare but dangerous blood clotting condition associated with the shot.
Another subvariant is taking hold in the U.S. as COVID cases rise. The CDC reports the daily average is 61,000 new cases a day. Infections are up nearly 160% in the Northeast. Out west, Los Angeles County seeing a 200% spike. We're seeing an uptick in Wisconsin. DHS reports a daily average right around 1,500 cases. Local hospitalizations, though, remain stable.
We are looking at cloud cover. Temperatures are going to be into the 40s out there today. Notice your winds are out of the north at 6 miles per hour. Wind chills are into the mid-40s. Temperatures will warm up into the 60s this afternoon, and that will eventually lead to some drier weather, too, as we start to enter into the weekend officially. Perhaps some peaks of sun by 7 o'clock. More sun's going to take hold on Saturday as that rain continues to move away, and your Mother's Day forecast will have cloud cover moving in with temperatures staying in the 60s.
Yeah, Mother's Day looking fantastic. Of course, we want to say happy Mother's Day to all those mother figures out there. Big weekend for them, and Mother Nature coming in just in time, right?
Mother Nature coming in with the butte before we heat up next week as well.
Wonderful. We'd love to hear it. Chris Reese, thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us this week, folks. We hope you have a great Mother's Day weekend. Enjoy the warmer temperatures. We'll see you back here Monday morning.